I need to get, Foster Hobbit, but not the shoe, but I'm actually gonna I'm gonna do a reaction videos about you again, but anyway, I'm getting a bit annoyed about how people don't know, people are not smart, a common way of saying it, most common people are not smart about what's the difference between a psychopath and a non-psychopath. Because, for example, I keep saying this, psychopaths, they don't even need to kill to be classified as a psychopath. They Psychopaths are either selfish or emotionless people who don't care for anything and they see most things as games. That's how a psychopath is. Pretty much. And also, psychopaths don't care if they die or whatever, or other people die. That's what I mean by selfish. They don't care if anyone die or anyone. And sometimes the self they don't care about as well. So that's kind of how psychopaths think. But yeah, I know this video might be a bit long. I'm just getting sick of people don't know what a psychopath is. I know most people call them psychopaths because they're probably scared of a person who kills them, but really they're not a psychopath. They're more likely they're just, jerks, but I'm just saying. Or people who are basically, selfish or not selfish, what's the word? There might be jerks or just people who really hate people. Because people who do kill other people are mainly out of hate, and that's not a psychopath move, if you think about it. So, yeah, the reason I think of that and say that to Foster Hobbit is because, one, he seems like a common person. Because, in my opinion, not all psychopaths kill. Some of them just manipulate people, if you think about it. So, yeah. And the reason I said that to him, I said right now, if he's watching this, I doubt it, but it's possible he might. The reason why I don't think he, is basically, yeah, he said Elfin League Lucy and Carnage are psychopaths. Carnage, not really. It depends if Carnage does mind if someone kills him, and in my opinion, I don't see Carnage manipulate anyone. And even if he did, he doesn't do it naturally. Because, in my opinion, psychopaths prefer to do it naturally because they find it a challenge. And in my opinion, Carnage is definitely not a psychopath. He's more just a jerk who hates people. Because it seems more like that. Another thing is, Lucy also seems like a jerk who hates people. So I wouldn't classify any of them psychopaths. I would classify them as just murderers. Well, maybe Carnage could be a sociopath because he does have some mindset, but a sociopath is selfish, but also have some sense of moral in the head. And I think Carnage kind of does. Because in my opinion, that's how they think. A sociopath knows they're doing wrong, but they don't care. And also, a sociopath they do have a moral system a little bit. Another thing is, sociopaths, they're also smart than psychopaths. I wouldn't say that's true, but I think they're both equally as intelligent. I'm into their intelligence. They're both the same in my opinion. But, yeah. The difference is psychopaths and sociopaths, they have different mindsets. A psychopath would do it for game. A sociopath might do it just to benefit themselves. That's how I see it. Now think about it, Carnage could be a sociopath instead of a psychopath. Just explain it. So yeah, let's start the reaction video now. I better get my headphones on. One more detail before I'm going to do this reaction video. One, for example, If you believe all murderers are psychopaths, then you're kind of wrong, because it's like saying, okay, soldiers are psychopaths because they kill to protect people, but they also kill just to protect themselves. So that's like saying, okay, soldiers are psychopaths because they kill. That's stupid. And to be honest, I guess soldiers could be sociopaths, but not completely psychopaths. But yeah, so okay, my opinion is a psychopath has to be, not only selfish but also don't care what happens to them, and also emotionless. That's how a psychopath thinks. Well, they kind of do have emotion, but not a lot. It's like a short amount. It's kind of like, okay, if you scare them, like about to shoot them in the head, they won't feel any emotion first. They will just feel calm and relaxed, like this, like like that, basically. And pretty much. And the other thing is, sociopaths are a different thing for psychopaths. First of all, they do seem human, sociopaths, and they still think like us. The only difference, well, they kind of do, but they're completely more selfish than a psychopath, basically. Like, for example, Donald Trump, he could be a sociopath. Or for, yeah, pretty much. If you don't care about your family, okay, in my opinion, a purely selfish man is basically a sociopath. That's my opinion. So, yeah. The only reason I'm saying this just to educate Frost the Hobbit and maybe other people, hopefully, because really it's a silly way of saying it. It's like saying, okay, if someone mugs you, they're psychopaths, but even though they're not, they're just doing it just to benefit themselves or just doing it to pee other people off. Basically, that's how that works. That's not a psychopath. It could be sociopathish, but not completely psychopath. Psychopaths probably kill people for a game. Like, not game like, oh, I'm gonna gamble and that. No, they'll probably kill it to see how long they get away with murder or that. Okay, guess start the reaction video. Sorry, I keep taking my time on this. Okay, now I decided Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. Frost watching it, so now good start.
What is up, YouTube? Frost the Hobidon here, and today we're going to look at another death battle. This death battle is Samurai Jack versus the Afro Samurai.
Now think about it, Frost the Hobbit does sound like a Sonic character, so you're probably fitting in the Sonic world. Now think about it.
Death battle, and one of them I know, one of them I do know a little bit, but I'm willing to learn more about. That's the Afro Samurai. I've seen Samurai Jack. I will leave a link to the description down below. Go check out the death battle before y'all check this battle out and see my reactions, and we'll share our thoughts. Now I get you wondering, why am I Frost? Why are you in your freezing form or blue form, whatever people like to call it? Well, I'm in a very cold location. This, as you can see here, as I turn off my little magical screen. I'm in the Frozen Forest. You may think this is familiar. If you were a Sonic fan, the Frozen Forest was a racetrack for Sonic Free Riders. And let's just say...
Wait, was a Sonic Free Rider writers or really whatever? Maybe it's fan fiction, but I'm okay. I like fan fiction more than original, to be honest, but I'm not pretty sure for myself.
My ice powers in my freezing form is a lot stronger in cold locations. That's one fact about me and my character. Just like how Blaze, the cat, her powers are stronger when she's in fire locations or anything that deals with heat. She can use it to get stronger. Anywho, You did not hear about my abilities and what my powers are. I'm freezing frost.
Sometimes I don't talk. I just like people to listen to the people.
Why am I here? I was training until I saw Death Battle coming up, so I had to do a reaction to it. So, let's get this Death Battle act started, shall we? I can't wait to see who's gonna win this. So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode is brought to you by
Frostbite did said one time most people dislike kids Sonic characters. Well, depends which one. There's a lot of kids Sonic characters to me. Because don't forget, Braze the Cat is a kid character. Who's like 14 in
I'll try it out.
Metaphorically human.
Or go to joinhoney.com/battle. That's joinhoney.com/battle.
I'll try it out. Alright, let's get this Death Battle started.
Among the soldiers of history.
And again, sometimes I think Death Battle are not completely true.
And I'm using my phone hotspot.
Because to me, personalities don't always mean everything.
The Warrior Prince lost in time.
And also strategies sometimes don't mean anything. They might not do the same strategy.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
Guess they're gonna use all the seasons of Samurai Jack.
Win a death battle.
The only thing personality works is what weapon do they use.
In a distant land, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed in unspeakable
evil.
Samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me.
Weirdly enough, I don't really hate
The
Aku.
nameless samurai became
I feel sorry for Samurai Jack, but I don't really hate Aku. Do I feel sorry sometimes for the good guys or the villains? Well, anti-heroes maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
was the son of a Japanese.
I hate Aku, but I normally hate the people who ruin those people, basically. But I don't really hate Aku.
That is true.
Made in the hands.
It wasn't his real name.
Oh, look how small he is. Yeah, well, to prep for beating the snot out of Aku, little Jack traveled the world.
He is 25 years old,
Best
but
of
he's
the
really
best.
75.
Most notably, he learned horseback riding from
Alright.
staff fighting in Africa, wrestling
Oh, my
from
super
Spain,
one fell off.
axe throwing from a Russian boyar,
I relaxed a minute there.
martial arts from Shaolin monks, and archery from freaking Robin Hood. You know, everyone's favorite talking fox.
Wrong Robin Hood.
Wrong Robin Hood. That's your opinion. Jack's progress was exceptional. At just 8 years old, he defended a whole village from a
Thanks to his training, Jack can dodge dozens of arrows just by hearing and no sight.
I can hear a lot of things, and I also can hear bow and arrows. But the other thing is, I like to do archery. If I had any choice, I don't use weapons anyway, but if I had choice, I'd stick to archery. Because the reason why, because it wouldn't hurt my ears. A gun would hurt my ear, basically. So, in a way, if I did use a gun, it would hurt me as well as the person almost.
Do you view yourself as Dexter?
Could have chosen a more practical one, Wiz, like mine. Anyway, even though he was trapped in the future, Jack stuck to his mission to get back to the past and take down Aku. And
Spoilers! He succeeded.
Yeah, I don't really want Samurai Jack to succeed completely, or maybe I just want him to have some winning. Like, for example, I want him to kill Samurai Jack, but I don't want him to convince.
It is a very useful weapon.
I don't want him to stop what he done, so maybe I want both of them to die.
Spoilers, Jack.
You know, I want Samurai Jack and Aku to both die, but in return that kind of helps the world. I don't know, it's just me.
But it is shown to be stronger than steel.
Alright.
I have a dark sense of logic.
Jax also possesses some empathy with animals. Once he was wounded, Jack was nursed back to health by a lone wolf. That was season 5.
The time it took for one drop of water to hit the ground. By timing the drop, all this had to have taken place in about 1/3 of a second. He's like a ninja.
In the original Samurai Jack movie, they censor a lot of injuries. Like, for example, blood is either a different colour, or for example, in the series, it blows up. People either blow up or it's a different colour. Because the reason why they decided to either blow them up or different colour blood,
I would say cartoon.
so they could show it to kids easier. Because the way how they censor colours of the blood is how they show it to kids.
Yes, that. By his height we can determine to weigh 39 tons. Jack learned how to leap high enough to clear these trees. Crouching tiger, hidden samurai. These trees are pretty big.
And to be honest, I do like what's his name, Afro Samurai, but I don't sympathise for him.
And he's a legend in the past right now.
What I mean is I can sympathise for Revenge, but not Afro Samurai completely. Because Afro Samurai kills everyone, including if they just pee off him off. It's like Elfin League Lucy, I don't sympathise for her. The only thing I do sympathise for her is her was in care, and I was in care and my days were equally as worse. But
into a chicken.
I kind of almost overcome that, almost, because I still have mental scars. And Social Places kind of also a little bit bring my mental scars back more. I'm 19, but I still go to Social Places, sadly. You know, like people who are in the teens with me still.
Suicide. Yeah, it got dark in the season 5.
Watch out for Samurai Jack.
Not me.
The stories that surround the
I'm not really scared of Samurai Jack, but he probably will win against me if I add myself in my verses again. I might add more videos where I'm fighting, and I don't mind if I die in this video, because it's not true. If it was real life, I might care.
At best, the #1 headband can grant any ageless.
I do care if I die. I'm not a psychopath.
The myth of the powers.
It's just I get irritated very quickly. And I suppress some versions of my anger.
Sorry, I couldn't read. I was trying to read fast.
And psychopaths don't have anger, so they wouldn't show that anger. They'll probably just, you know, do it for fun instead of like hatred. Basically, Soft J Kimney could be classified as psychopath, but then again, he has emotions. Joker could be a psychopath, but then again, Addy is, because he doesn't take everything seriously, so I guess Joker could be a psychopath. It's more possibility. Then again, the closest thing Joker did grow attached to is Batman.
Justice showed up with the #2 and killed his father right in front of him. Why does this always happen? You know, I always thought parenting was the hardest thing about being a dad, but at this point, I think it's just actually staying alive if your kid's ever going to do anything great.
Yeah.
Sticking around for them.
Despite
knowing that he was effectively creating a future challenge.
I'm just saying, Samurai Afro is actually a jerk. So I can sympathise more for Samurai Jack and less for Afro, to be honest. Because for example, Afro Samurai just killed his own master, sword master, just because he wants to. He's not honourable, yes, I know that, but at least he's not. It's like saying Deadpool. Deadpool's more like Afro Samurai, in my opinion. But then again, at least Deadpool I could get used to because it's funny. Deadpool is not a good person. I know most people might disagree, but in my opinion, he's selfish. Deadpool is a sociopath, and Afro could be a sociopath.
He should have killed him.
He could be, but he cares about his dad, so maybe that's a yes thing. And then again, Deadpool could be not as well because he cares about Vanessa. So if you're selfish, completely selfish, where you don't care about your mum or anyone else, that is a sociopath.
Oh, he's a ghost.
A psychopath wouldn't care completely, means if they die in front of them, they probably would say, oh well.
Oh, wow.
Simply a figment of Afro's mind, brought about by psychological stress. You know, I have an imaginary friend. Aren't you a little old for that? Not for Al Gundy. He's a gun who also talks to me. He tells me to do stuff. Okay. Anyway,
That explains a lot.
Not really. I think it's thus Boomstick doesn't have any friends. Not true
That's what
friends, I
Jack is,
guess.
right?
And I actually wonder, I really wish they'd done a versus where they add Boomstick or Wiz in the verses, because that's stupid. If I had some verses with me in it, so I don't mind
Video
that.
game? Awesome.
I don't, and please watch my verses where I fight some other fictional characters where I might lose, obviously.
He's not afraid to play dirty by attacking with his sandals. But while
Oh boy. Commercial.
Maybe I could do a versus video against me and Punisher, but I will lose.
League of Legends. I see this commercial too much. I see League of Legends too much.
on the road to justice,
Let's check how long.
Headland attracted all manner of dangerous enemies. Luckily, he's more than capable of dealing with each and every.
Okay, that's good.
He's strong enough to cut other swords in half, throw his sheath through another guy's throat, and even tear off metal arms. Pretty impressive, as many modern metals have tensile strength as high as 80.
Afro Samurai is just basic weapon.
Fast enough to cut bullets out of thin air.
Then again, I probably would strangle Afro Samurai if I had a chance. Sorry, it's just me. If he was real, I would try and attack him. And I don't care if he kills me. If I hate someone so much, I don't care if they have more advantage over me, I will fight them. I have that strange sense of anger issue. I wouldn't say sense of honour, but my anger issues compel me to overcome my fear. It's kind of like a Jedi thing, I mean Sith Lord thing. They turn anger and fear into anger. That's how I am.
You're not wrong. Which can sometimes grow as high as RPG out of a backpack. Compared its height to the fragmentation created by the explosion.
In my opinion, I never use weapons. Even though I did say I might do archery, but I would never use it in fights. I find weapons are for cowards or weak people. That's my philosophy. In my opinion, those who use weapons are either cowardly or weak. I might do a video about that, and most people will disagree, but the only people I think should use weapons are soldiers or people who work for law.
Okay then.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
So yeah, that's my opinion. That's why I'd never use a weapon, because I think only soldiers or policemen should use
I
them.
want to skip, but hey.
And those who use weapons are probably cowardly or weak. It's one or the other. The weak... Actually, now think about it, weapons are only for the weak people, because they don't bother fighting with their hands. In my opinion, my hands are more advantage. Actually, there's one person I do want to fight, but he's a coward, so I won't want to fight him. The only reason why, because he would use a weapon, and I would fight him if he did use a weapon, but then again, it's not worth it. Certain people I don't find worth fighting.
My heart's saying Jack.
Like, for example, staff in boarding school, or staff in, not in boarding school, but people who work to help me a bit, like, for example, college. People who pee me off in college, I don't fight them because I realise I'm in a place of learning, not a place of fighting.
Just like
so I don't bother.
A little bit.
You know, it depends what time and place for self-defence. And to be honest, I'll probably go to public places so no one will bother fighting me anyway. Because there's a lot of muggers around my area. I live in, you know.
So does yours.
And to be honest, I think Samurai Jack should be a policeman. Because in my opinion, he's more honourable to be a good cop.
This is animated.
But if it's, not Afro Samurai, Samurai Jack, sorry. Samurai Jack should be a policeman because he's honourable.
Oh, that
But
was
Afro
dirty.
Samurai should go to prison or executed. Maybe executed. Probably be fair for him. He'd probably like it. In my opinion, execution is mercy. Torture is basically
Jack.
not.
Dirty
So I
talk,
probably
Jack.
would never kill my enemies. I'd probably just hurt them badly and make sure they're injured. And probably gouge the
Afro
eyes with my
Samurai,
fingers
It doesn't mind playing dirty.
and strangle them.
You did good.
And maybe try my sheer weight to break the legs.
Whoa! Take. That little moment of respect there. Oh. Uh-oh. He's gonna need that.
That's cool.
Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome.
Whoa, he could
I agree with Frostbite, I bet.
Jack wins. All right. Oh wow, that was awesome.
Like, is he gonna get his arm back, or Afro was an exceptional warrior, and his skills would.
Due to his more experienced training, Jack has longer variety of skills to draw upon.
Could not stand up to his physical superiority.
Yeah.
Afro never showed strength like how Jack lifted that 39-ton boulder.
Jack has fought others and
And to be honest, I actually want Death Battle to use me in the verses. They did use main characters before. I mean, real life people. Like Justin Bieber and who's her name? I don't know her other name. Katy Perry? I don't know. But he did use real life people once in Death Battle, so why can't they just use me? But if they did, I don't want them to make me use a weapon because that's stupid.
So Afro Samurai's weapon is.
I want to make it like just me versus a person, but you know, I don't mind if the person has a weapon, but I don't want myself to have a weapon. Because even if I will die, I don't care.
That is true.
I still have that. My sense of honor is never use weapons in fights, even if it kills me.
37,000 miles per hour. Adding the spacesuit's weight to his own, this means his impact force must have equaled about 19 megatons of force.
Jack is
Way more
superhuman.
than anything Afro survived. And then he just got up and walked away. Badass. In the end, Jack was just too fast, too strong, too tough, and too well trained for Afro to handle.
Oh, come on.
Samurai Jack. Thanks for watching. If you guys want exclusive
Jack
content on the
wins.
episode, just click
Congratulations, Jack.
And if you want the battle music from this episode, you can get it by clicking the link in the description.
All right, who's next? Carnage?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I never like Carnage. I actually kind of do, but I don't find him special.
I seen the
To me, he's a
anime.
Jeff knockoff. And Jeff the Killer's not a Joker
seen the
knockoff.
anime.
Jeff the Killer's more of a, you
I know
know,
who Lucy is.
a
She
Spider-Man
kills people with
villain
her
to me.
with their minds, and she acts innocent.
Or
And,
he can't be a Batman
you know,
villain.
but
Jeff the
something
Killer's
triggers
not a
her.
Batman villain.
She has killed a lot of
Batman
people.
villains have different quirks, and if we could find a quirk for Jeff, maybe he could be, but no.
Out of rage, out of something. It was insane. Yeah, that one's going to be an interesting battle. And she's fighting up against Carnage, of all people. Cletus Cassidy, I believe. Cletus Cassidy is a madman in the Spider-Man universe who was already a monster without the Carnage symbiote. Now, it's a Marvel character versus an anime character. All right. And the anime that Lucy's from is rated M. There is some nudity in that series.
I actually like Elfen Link's anime, but I don't like
watched the censored version.
what's the word?
I
I don't like the villains. The villains are not relatable, except for that man
not too
who had to die Cronius as a daughter. Maybe he could be relatable, but
sweet ending.
all the other ones, nah, they're just jerks.
Anywho, thank you guys for
With
watching.
no purpose of being a villain.
Subscribe. What were your thoughts on this death battle? Were you rooting for Samurai Jack or you were rooting for Afro Samurai? Because
I was basically hoping for Samurai Jack. I don't know, I could sympathise more for Samurai Jack.
Impossible before throughout his 5 seasons, and yeah, they basically explained it.
Even though I don't really hate Arku, I don't find him the worst villain. He's just okay to me. He's like Jeff the Killer, kind of okay to me.
This kind of death battle was amazing. I really enjoyed this. I had a feeling it was going to be.
So in a way, I could be a fan of Arku.
It was going to be animated, and I thought so too. Just like they did with McGruff and Smokey the Bear. Theirs was animated too. So we see more of those. Anywho, take care. Have a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Support me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Discord server. And the link in the description down below. I do commissions. If you want to draw something for me, I was planning to end commissions on Fridays, but not many people are asking me for commissions. But I decided to keep it open for a while until I give up on that, because I do that's a $5 commission to pay for me on PayPal. So if you got a commission, I can draw that for you. And Discord.
Then again, Afro Samurai could be a sociopath.
Do commissions on
like
Discord.
I said.
Requests on what do you want me to react to, what do you want me to draw. So yeah, let me know.
I might make, Frost the Hobbit. Well, ask Frost the Hobbit. Can he do a reaction video of something? I will get no on his if he makes another video or on his old videos. Actually, I might do it on his old videos.
Bring up the video about why.
Anyway, it's a good reaction video so far. So
that sadly to say, dude.
I think I should say see ya.